Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Chicago Bears taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Detroit Lions.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 or 5 before that. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Johnson now returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a late signee this year, their 31-year-old quarterback. It's Cam Newton.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On first down, Newton. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
Newton's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the
throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, he'll bite, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got into the turf. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first win of this game.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now here's Johnson. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 20.
Williams. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Williams. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the air now with Newton. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Tyler Higbee. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Ball carrier.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brings
Newton.
up 3rd and 6.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
By
Derek Wolfe in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
From the 31, Rodgers, and he finds Howard complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Lions.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And again, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams.
Rodgers pass. Complete.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Complete to
O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now Williams.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
And as a defender, if you come up with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Corey Willis coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out, and he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well, because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sheldon Rankins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brings up 3rd down.
17-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Lions 17, Bears nothing.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Check, 59.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll drop this underneath to Moss. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Lions will take over.
1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Complete to John.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Bears take over.
1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Kerry Hyder flying in and laying the lumber defensively. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he stopped immediately there.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Rodgers. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A pass there complete to Westbrook, and he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Moss, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he He's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Out of the gun, Newton. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down. And
they'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47.
They'll hand it off now. Williams trying to run inside, but nothing there.
On the carry.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So that'll back them up 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 28. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Gain of 13 yards.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Adams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Detroit.
From the gun, Rodgers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
To throw again on second down. Newton gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Darius Slay on the coverage.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And that's complete to Zach Moss out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and
open man is Westbrook, complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Newton. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. James Washington in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. And our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. at their
The
own.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, Rodgers. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Newton to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Wolfe has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a... And he's going to go down again. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Drops it underneath. Elliott. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
Complete to O.J. Howard.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 33.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Tenth carry now for Elliott. He spins free, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards.
Now Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, And they'll spot it right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 27-yard line. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
Here's Newton. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. That's caught by Howard. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Lions.
On play action, Rodgers. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Third down.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time, he is in.
Yes.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Chicago Bears.
Throwing again is Newton. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
On the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Derek Wolfe racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing on third down, Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Lions 24, Bears 13.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
Rodgers.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And out across midfield down to the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and 1.
And that'll be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Good. That ties the game 24-24.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
On first down, Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier. Dalvin Tomlinson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. First throw of overtime for Rodgers.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bears.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
5 yards.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, Blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football. Forced to dump off to the back, and even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Dalvin Tomlinson on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Howard complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st down, Lions.
On 1st down, Elliott. Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and
They go to Elliott again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. But I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Today's final score in overtime.
We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Detroit, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.